Happy Tuesday, Melissa here in Thomasville, Georgia at the Fuzzy Goat. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend and happy Memorial Day and all that good stuff. I have lots to share, so hopefully I'll try to go kind of quickly. But some things that we got in from market, I was just so excited. I wanted to share them with you, and some ideas and some pattern ideas, and then I will also show you my projects. So my sister was here this weekend. We had a fabulous weekend, and it's fun when she can come in and like tell me what she likes, and then I can decide to to make her something. Know that she likes the color and the style, and yeah. Okay, so let's start with some projects. Okay, not projects, but some new stuff. So my sister, when she was here, she's like, oh, I really like this scarf. She's really into more of the rectangle shape situation right now than that she can just fling around her neck. So this is the Charleston, and it is Charlestown. It's like Charles and in town, not Charleston like we might say for South Carolina. It uses unique fingering, which we just got a new more stock in. And so I thought I'd show it because she really liked this colorway, which is one of my favorites. It's 3024 of Earth. And we were talking, so maybe I don't want that long. And I think what we kind of came up with is we're gonna make it narrower, but probably keep the length so she can just use it as an accessory. I mean, it's not super wide anyway. Let's see if I can show you the right side. Yeah. I think this would be a fun project. So I told her, gotcha, I can do that. So this is Charlestown, and I'm going to show you some of the earth yarns we got in. This one, like I said, is 3024. Toss them over here. And try not to hook my sweater on the hanger. This colorway is 3003. I mean, yeah, 3003. 3003. So pretty. I kind of thought she'd go for this one. My sister she has actually different color glasses. She's always worn glasses. So she has different color glasses, and she tries to coordinate her clothes. So cute. And so let me show you. Goodness, I got a lot. I'm telling you, I got a lot to show you. So hang tight. Hello, Mary Lou and Lynn. Thank you for watching. All right, so these are some of the colors you can make that Charlestown with. And it just takes 2 skeins, unless of course you modify it, make it shorter, or like I said, I might make it a little narrower. This is 3005, 3005, right? Some purple in there. This is that blue one, 3003. That I showed you the sample. So this is it knitted up. How pretty. And it's got some purple in it too. 3012. I think we carried this color. 3010, maybe we did. I'll have to show you something else too. Yeah, we did carry this because now I remember. I've got 2 other things to show you. 3018. This is that 3024. And sometimes we call this Kathy because we have a customer, Kathy, that likes that so much she's used, I think, every weight that we have it and made something in it. And this is Harmony. So these are fingering unique yarns that you can do the Charlestown with. 2 skeins. We have kits, but we also have it singly, so you can decide if you'd like that or not. But let me show you something else, which I know we've shown before, but this is the Alyssa. You can wear it this way or this way. It comes in multiple sizes, right? But this is I think a 6-month, and it's 1 skein of the unique. So I'm pretty sure it's this one. You could also make a little dress. I'm also waiting for my nephew. They have a little boy, but I'm definitely making this when he has a little girl. And I was talking to a customer, and she said, you can make it when they're, like say, 2T, right? And they can still, as they grow, it can become like I just lost the word. A long top, tunic. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Then it can become a cute little shirt, but so cute. So you can use the unique that I just showed you, yarn from Earth, to do the dress. But then we also, these are things we came up with at market. You could also, oh, Lynn, thank you. I will talk about my sweater in just a minute before I talk about my projects. This is the Alyssa in a bigger size. I want to say it's a 2T. Yeah, 2T. So, right, you can still use the unique, but then we also got in some fun sock yarn that you could also do this with. Self-striping. It's the Gusto, okay? Gusto comes in 2 skeins, so if you're doing socks, they'll match. You don't have to worry about that. These are also numbers. So this is Gusto. The 2 of them together is 440 yards. So about the size of a fingering. This is fingering as well. Fingering weight yarn. This number is 1502, which is what this was made out of. Oh my God, it's just so cute. Some of these maybe not for child's dress, but definitely for some good socks. 1530. This one we did see knitted up, and it actually was really fun. Not that it doesn't look fun this way, but like the turquoise looked really pretty. This is 1501. I love this one. 1518. Again, socks. You could do the scarf, the Charlestown, or the little dress here. This one was I think our favorite. 15. Is that 02? Oh, 1527. 1527. Make sure I got that right. Yep. And oh, this one was also fun. 1512. So check those out. Cadence got them up online. FuzzyGoatYarns.com. Oh, yarn overboard. I have to grab that. So yeah, these are the Gusto. All right, but you can also use the unique fingering, and we just got them in today. So wanted to share those with you. Where do I want to go from here? I'll stick with the earth. Okay, so with the earth came more Slipalicious. Excuse me. It's a 1 skein towel, I guess you call it. I don't even need that piece of paper because we happen to have a sample. Whoa. Okay. Look at that. Guess what color this is? That's that 24. I think for the worsted weight, it's also called unique, but it's worsted. And they start with a 4. So this is 4024. Remember I showed it to you in the 3024, but the 4 indicates that that's a worsted weight. Put the head back. I'm just going to show you some colors we got, similar to what we have in the fingering. So I'll go kind of quick. This is 4005, and these are in kits, Slipalicious kits. I think this is a new color to us, 4026. That's the one I was just showing you. 30. Oh wait, am I doing that right? Oh, sorry. Yeah, 4026 and 4024. Yeah, I want to make sure I have them labeled right. Their yardage on these is, well, maybe I'll tell you quick. It is 100% superwash, extra fine merino, and there are 220 yards. This color, 4010. 3 more to show you. This blue again, 4003. I really like this teal and the purple in this. 4012. And last but not least, 4026. So the Slipalicious. So check those out. Pattern up there. And I think Cadence talked to you all and showed you on Saturday some of the junction fibers, junction fiber mill, right? And I do have a few patterns I was going to show you. I would say that this is definitely a thicker DK, and I bet you could even put it with a worsted, just depending what you're making. So let me show you the colors, and I grabbed some DK, but like I said, I think you could probably use it with a worsted as well if you want to do color work or stripes or something like that. Let me show you the patterns I have here. So one of them is Botanic Shawl. That would look great with this. You need a solid. It's a Stephen West pattern. Shaw. I said shaw. Yeah. These links are up on our website under the product page. Yarn. Forest Land. So she's got, Jennifer Steingast has some awesome colorwork sweaters. Somebody was just in here that was going to do one of hers. I mean, they're just classic kind of colorwork. You could use this. In fact, when I made this, and when I did my color work on it, I did use, it was Feederbrook, similar to this, and it was kind of fun how it changed within the leaves. So anyway, so that's another pattern, and then I'll show you the colors again. Oops, one more. I think this one is the Andrew Murray. Yes, it's called Frame Your Face Cowl, and you would need a solid, but let me show you here some other color, samples. Yeah, so this is Frame Your Face. Again, you can look on the Junction Fiber product page, and you can see the patterns there. So this colorways, this is Leaf Peeping. Oh, that's beautiful. So I mean, you could do something like this. This is very similar, but you could do something. I mean, it would look pretty with blue. And I think, no, I got that one for that. So that is peeping, leaf peeping. Leaf peeping. Oh, the sun's coming. And a train. You hear the train? This one is, I like this one with the purple and the green in it. It is Aurora Borealis, right? And I put it with this. This is Sweet Georgia. So when we talked about DKs, some of the DKs are thicker than others. I think I showed you this color. This is Seven Sisters, which is I would say a little thicker DK than some of our others. So Seven Sisters I think would work with it. Sweet Georgia I think could work as well. We do have Sweet Georgia in worsted. That light's doing some weird stuff, sorry. That you could use as well. This is another Seven Sisters that you could put with this guy. This is the Deep End. Let's see what else. You could also use, maybe with this Deep End, Sentimental Feelings, and this is Knitwise, Floofy DK, and I think that would work too. I didn't show you this color. Lily Pads, go green on green, I don't know. Lily Pads. And then this red one. Did I have something? I just was grabbing yarns. This is called Red Hots. You could do it with blue, I guess. The yardage on this Junction Fiber, let's see, looks like, oh, that's right, we had to change it. 200, 220, now I can't remember. We were trying to, says it on here, let's see. 200, yeah, I guess it's 200 yards. So check those out. We've got those pattern links there too, so if you want some ideas. All right, I'm gonna save that yarn for last, but these were so fun at market. We had such a fun time picking these out. Let me show you real quick. This is handicraft kits. We've got both knitted and crocheted, but I loved these keychains. I thought they were adorable. This is Peas in a Pod. Everything you need's in there. We have the watermelon, because oh my gosh, is it watermelon season? My sister and I got this ginormous watermelon, and it was so sweet. It was so good. We've got the strawberry. You see that? So I will say, like, the strawberry wasn't huge. The pea pod, as far as keychain of these three keychains, the pea pod was probably the biggest, but still not like. I am not a crocheter, but these definitely got me wondering. I wonder if I could figure that out, because I just think that's so cute. So we have those three keychains. I have my projects up here. Those are crocheted. Let me stay with crochet. These, sorry, I'm making a lot of noise. These are crocheted as well. Look at this little Jungle Book, soft book. It's so cute, and it's crocheted. Can y'all see it? Actually, I'm thinking, like, sometimes people come in here looking for, oh my gosh, they just told me, you know, they want a gift for the baby, and the baby's due in a month or whatever. I think those books would be something fun, aside from doing a blanket, right? What did I do with that other crochet? Oh, this is, okay. This is crochet too. This is Cuddle Cloth Mouse. And then we have the Cuddle Cloth Elephant. Cute, 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 cute. And then we have some knitted ones. I'll show you those real quick. This is Doubt's Bunny, D-O-U-T-Z-E. This is knitted. So just like a toy, like almost like a lovey. It's kind of flat, but the head is not. So it's cute. And this is an elephant, Sunny Elephant. And then, sorry. Then we got these little animals. This is Rhea Dutchhound. The Dutchhound. Look at that dog. So cute. And then the flamingo. We just couldn't resist. Chris the flamingo. Anyway, so those are gift ideas to make for somebody to give or to give to somebody for them to make. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to pick up this yarn that went flying over here. All right. So, oh, I have one more thing to show you. That I'll show in a minute. Of new stuff. This literally came in and it was hot and from delivered. So we were like so excited. We just got it up online and labeled it. I was looking real quick for some pattern ideas. The links aren't up yet, but I'll do them today. So this is 29 Bridges. They had, I'm gonna say a new base, maybe for us, maybe for them too. This is 90% merino and 10% linen. And it is, you can see, but it's so soft. It still has, softness to it. Sometimes linen can be a little rough. But, so let me show you the colors we have. We have 11 colors. This is Cecil, I guess. This is top on my list that I might make something with. A bright coral, I call it. We have Pollen, right? This color, Shallow. And it's funny, some of them look a little tweedy with the linen and some of them do not. This one I think it looks a little tweedy. This is Prue, and we've had it in this color in different bases too. Oh, Hot Date. It's a great pink. Flame in June. This is another one of my favorites. Tahoe. I just love how it's slightly different with the different fiber content in there. This is Snow Day, which I think is a really pretty blue. Inya, is this Inya? Yeah, Inya. I've used this Surrey silk, this color, in a stripe from a sweater. And then Cocktail. I thought the speckles on this took really well. Sometimes the linen, it just doesn't take as well. And then this one looks really nice too, Urban. And we've had this in different bases. So this is merino linen, 90% merino, 10% linen. And I'll tell you the yardage, 400. It's a fingering weight, maybe even a light fingering. And I have a few patterns that I printed off here. Ideas. I have been wanting to make this salty air tea, which we had a sample. Can you see that? It calls for a fingering, and I'm really thinking that I might do it out of this. So that's one top. Of course, I like to do tops, but I also saw this Meridian. It's a shawl, and I think with that linen would be nice too. I guess that's about the picture right there. And this was a top I saw at Market. Actually, the Salty Air we saw a lot at Market too. This is Leafy Lace, and it has this little lace pattern down the front. It is sleeveless, but I also thought it's kind of like a vest. I'm almost turning this page around so you can see the back. Oh my gosh, I've done that before. The back also has the panel on the going down the middle. I think this one might have been a sport weight, but I looked at what the gauge was, and as long as you do your gauge swatch, I think you could still use this as well. I think it would look really pretty in that linen and lightweight. So anyway, I'll keep looking for patterns for that and put them on our website. All right, so that's new stuff. Oh my gosh, I've been talking a long time. I am wearing Marigold. I want to call it Magnolia. Marigold. I think it's Marigold. Anyway, this one was knit this way. It was a fun knit. It really was fun. You did you do 2 pieces? I can't remember. I know you Kitchenered it in the middle. But it was a fun, interesting construction kind of knit. Kept you going. All right, so let's talk about my projects. So, like I said, my sister, we came into the shop and she saw a top. She's like, I saw a top, I think, and she doesn't often like sweaters. So she saw this top and I said, what, we gotta go back. I don't know which top you're talking about. And it was the Shona, the one that I had made, right? I made it out of the Issair Echo Baby, which is lovely. It is a cotton alpaca blend, and it's just so soft. But I said, it's a DK weight. I can make it out of any DK if you don't, didn't want the cotton linen blend. So she picked the Sammy and the Peony. I always think that's a funny word, Peony. Colorway. So I'm very excited. It's probably, it's still a DK, a little thinner than what I made this one on, but they're still DKs. So I will definitely do my gauge swatch, even though I'm knitting with this and a couple of scarves and I think 3 things I'm knitting with this. But anyway, so I'll do my gauge swatch and probably get going on that because I don't know. There were definitely some hiccups in the beginning of this. I'm not going to hold it too closely, but if you look real close in the beginning of my lace, anyway. So I'm excited to get a second chance to do it, with maybe less errors or not the same errors. That's what I'm going to say. So yeah, that's the Shona top that I'm going to do with the Sammy from Manos and this peony color. I'm so excited. Okay, so that is that. Things are starting to fall. And I got super excited about my extra light, L-I-T-E, bright. Extra light bright. I couldn't put it down, and apparently I was using a lot of my yarn, of my balm, because this smells delicious. All right, so I love this color. Clearly I love this color. I think this might even be the same yarn. But I have made my first fade, so I went right from this color to this color. Let me pull it out for you, which is Poolside by Knitwise. I'm sorry about the sun, y'all. And finished the fade. Finished, I think there was 6 rows of just that color without any others. No, and I switched. My sister's like, are you still on that, are you switching? I said, I'm not switching projects yet. I wanted to get to that next color, which I've only done a few rows, but it's going to this color. So I'm super excited. I think from what I gathered, I think a fade is from here to here, a repeat section, from here to there. So it's probably about 3 inches. So I have 3 inches to get to until I get to the 6 rows of just knitting this. And I already have 3 inches here. So generally, because I'm short-waisted, I like about 9 to 10 inches from the underarm. So I'm thinking 4 colors are going to be good for me. So I have this, I have one more other color that's lighter that'll go on the bottom of mine. You can always reverse it and go light to dark. But anyhow, so I know the neck looks pretty big, so I do know I need to pick that up. I probably will pick up more stitches than she recommends as of right now, because it just seems really big. But we'll see what happens there. Super fun. I think I'm gonna do mine short sleeve. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, join in the fun on this one. Extra light bright. I just can't, it's just so much fun to see the colors finally shifting. It's cool how she does the fade on that. Her little recipe, she calls it. Okay, so I got that. Put this up here. I think some of these I'm not sure I worked on. So my sister and I went to the movies, and I like to knit in the movies. And ironically, what did I take with me to the movies? I'm going to show you, because it probably wasn't the best choice. But I had my neck light, and so every once in a while, I just real quick just to make sure I was on track. So I worked on my pleated top in the movie theater. And not just one movie did we see. No, we saw 2 movies, because the first one disappointed us. very much disappointed us, and we're like, oh, that's a bummer. And it was kind of raining here, so we decided to go see another one. So we saw, the second one was definitely more entertaining for us. It was Sinners. It was a good movie. We enjoyed it. All right, so, but you can see, right? I'm making some progress here. And I think I have my work until, I probably have 1 more inch, it appears, that I need to work with this needle, and then it wants me to go to a bigger needle. Yes, because I think it says 4 inches. I might cheat a little bit. Actually, I'm not even 3 inches. But because again, this one I'm just not sure with the pleats. Like, I probably want it a little longer. I'm just not sure how, lengthwise. So I will keep going. Clearly, try it on. I just love how the pleats are going. I also think if you are interested in doing the pleated top, I do think this 29 Bridges merino linen would be perfect for this top. So just if you want to, there you go. This Pheno is feeling awesome too. It's merino silk. So clearly I have a few more inches to go, and then I can decide. I might even go up to the next needle size. They do the pleated part of the body, 3 different needle sizes. So I may switch a little early just because there'll be bigger stitches, maybe go a little faster, although I'm enjoying it a lot. I did notice that I might have gone off track a little bit while I was in the movie theater, but I've decided I might tink back, because otherwise I was doing pretty good keeping the pattern in, keeping it in pattern. So how it works, this is my beginning of the round. So this pleat right here, right, is always a knit stitch. And then the I don't know if I'm making sense here, the inside pleat that comes to my body is always a purl stitch. So the pattern is like, it's either knit 5, purl 1, or purl 5, knit 1, and it just, you offset it, right, at the beginning of the round. It's a very, I don't know what's the word I want to use, rhythmic, I guess. It is rhythmic. Yeah, I can't wait to get this one done. So this I have been working on quite a bit. Taking it in the car, taking it to the movies. So we'll see if I can get a little further on that one. That's the pleated top. The other one I'm really hoping to get off the needles real quick. Well, not quick, but soon. Is Manus. This is the one that was in our first Fuzzy Fix. Sorry, Fuzzy Fix, our first Fuzzy Fix. So this is where I'm at. Let's see if I can get it situated here. I had split. I have bound off. I think this is the back. And I have the shoulder stitches live, right? So they told me to put those on hold. I have picked up the front stitches. I started decreasing on the arm. I have a little more decreasing to do. Then I will just knit in stockinette, and then I will bind off for the neck. And then I believe I will be ready to join the shoulders. So I will probably focus on this one. And this Surrey silk is so soft. So soft. Because maybe I can wear this next week and show y'all. I'm really, really happy with how it's coming out. For those of you in the Fuzzy Fix that maybe have made it or are making it as well. Yeah. See the bottom? The bottom was fingering. Yeah. So Manus, the designer that, I can't think of her name, Yarmagami, I can't think of her name right now. She has some really great patterns. Not only she has Manus, she has one similar that Alicia had here, sample with Lapis, L-A-P-I-S, so very similar. I hope you guys are still on there. Hello, hello. All right, so I showed you that one. Let's put that one there. I don't know if I worked on this too much. I know not over the weekend. I just can't remember what I showed y'all last week. So I have this front side, my right side done, completed, bound off. I have picked up, you all might want to know the name of this one. This is Potato Vodka. Yes, and the back, I'm working on the back and binding off on the sides for the shoulders. And then I will need to finish the left side. So I went from right back, and I'll come around to left. So this is using Manos, Sammy, and which is the solid, and Marla, which is the variegated color. So that's the stripe. It's got a little pocket. So I would really like to finish the back and the left side, even if I don't get to the sleeves. You know, even if it goes in hibernation until the sleeves part, I would like to finish that part of it. I might have to go. There's too many summer tops that I want to work on, so we'll see. So that is potato vodka. I don't even think I worked on this one much. This was my sister's shawl. It is my sister's shawl. Yeah, I don't think I worked on this one much. This just required too much patterning while I was in the movies and visiting with my sister. This is, I don't have the name of it, Foliolo, I can't even remember, starts with an F. It was the LIS Day pattern. It is on our website. It's on the pears. We still have Alicia's pears. You can look there. I also linked the name of this pattern to under her fingering, because this is her squish silk, which is lovely. So yeah, I got my markers in there. So I think when I pick it back up again, it'll go a little faster since I have my markers in there now. That, and then I had my mom's cowl, which kind of has, I mean, I haven't worked on it as much because I kind of feel like she's probably not going to wear it right now since she's in North Carolina and it's hot. But this is a fun one. The Grid Gambit, again, using the Manos, Marla, and then the solid. And this one is not actually the Sammy, but if I run out of the blue, I will use my Sammy because I do have some Sammy blue. So Grid Gambit has been very fun and entertaining. Very entertaining. All right, holy moly, I've got a mess to clean up. So the ones, so you saw that I worked on the pleated top. I like to make sure you can see what I worked on. This is the Miserina, and I've worked on this quite a bit. Ooh, ah. I made an error last night, and I decided not to fix it. I don't even know if that is it. That's it. So let me tell you what I did. So this is Miserina. It's a Caitlin Hunter. It's got lace up top. It's got simple color work and cables and just a lot of fun stuff. It is a fingering. I'm using Foxy Lady. I also think 29. This would be beautiful in it. The 29 Bridges merino linen would be really pretty in this, and light, and yeah. But there was the last row. I think I'd gotten all the way around before I realized, yeah, here it is. I don't know if you guys can see it. There is a lift, an increase right there. And I did it with a contrast color, and it was supposed to be in the main color. So you can see there's a little dot, but anyway, I am so not worried about it. I decided not to tink back and to just go on. So hopefully that's not gonna cause me distress. Generally things like that don't. But anyway, Miserina, it's fun. We started the class this weekend. Wondering about that neck. If I have, I'll leave my tail in case I need to make it bigger. Miserina. Foxy Lady is what I'm using. What, I was gonna say something else. Oh, this reminded me. I was watching tennis when I made that mistake because the French Open is on. So I'm very excited about that. Maybe going home today and being able to watch some of that if I can. This live is going on way too long, I'm sorry. I just have a couple more things to show you. So, I don't even know if I worked on this anymore. Did I finished my second flower? Did I show you? I can't remember. I have one more flower to go to, and it'll be, so you can see that's a little lighter. I'm gonna go back to the white, will be my next big one. And then I have to go on the other side and do the same. So I think she's made, what's the word I wanna say? An adjustment. Like a second pattern, not a second pattern even, but like where you can have the flowers, I think because they are the same, but she wrote it so they're mirror, or maybe I've got that backwards. Is that a mirror? These are a mirror. I don't know. Anyway, but if you have the pattern, I think she's sent that out. So this is Nola, right? Using this soft, squishy stuff. I think I'll keep working on this because right? I don't have to do anything else. This is already done. I just need to finish the sleeves. And somebody was in the shop wearing it, and it's kind of lofty. So yeah, maybe I'll keep going on that. So Nola, using Amelie, yeah, Amelie Bulky, which my sister also loved when she was here. This is the last one. Yeah, I think this is it. I'm so sorry I'm rambling. And this one, I probably need to put on hiatus or hibernation, but it smells good. That's all I got to say. I do have a few more inches to go here. This probably would have been a great one to take in the movie theater, but I didn't. But the color work's done, except for on the sleeves. I'll have a few more rows when I go back to it. So I may not, if I don't work on this anymore, I may not bring it anymore until I pick it back up again in August. And now that it smells good, I don't have to worry about any bugs getting in it. But yes, this is the barberry. Barberry. So pretty. Cadence did the steeped one. Yeah, so that's all I have to show you today. That was a lot. I'm sorry. Thanks for watching, and let us know if we can help you. And very excited about these new projects and new yarns coming in. I can't wait to share it with y'all. Have a great week, and check me out next Tuesday and Cadence on Saturday. All right, take care. Bye-bye.